All right, thank you all for coming out. Trooper Joe Sudarellis with the Connecticut State Police. Our hope today is to provide you with some brief updates regarding the ongoing investigation taking place on I-84. Please understand we're at the infancy stages of this investigation, but I'll try to do my best to answer a few questions that you guys may have following the briefing. This morning, Friday, June 25th at approximately 2:13 a.m., troopers assigned to Troop A in Southbury were dispatched to the area of Interstate 84, exit 26 westbound, right at the Cheshire-Waterbury town line for reports of a shooting. Upon the arrival of troopers, one adult male was located and discovered to be suffering from a gunshot wound. Now, that adult male, that victim, has since been transported to an area hospital. Now, as mentioned, injuries were sustained. However, the extent of the injuries are unknown at this point. I know there's a lot of rumors circulating on several forums, but again, the extent of injuries are unknown at this point. As a result of the investigation, our detectives from the Connecticut State Police Western District Major Crime Squad were requested to respond to the scene, not only to assume the investigation, but to assist in processing the scene and evidence recovery. We're working with our local partners, various local police departments, Wilcott Police Department, Southington Police Department, Waterbury Police Department, just to mention a few, in order to assist in identifying and locating this suspect, who we believe to be an adult male. For those viewers at home, you can expect to see a heavy police presence in the area. We're asking you not to be alarmed, again, but remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please do not hesitate to contact 911. Again, please do not hesitate to contact 911. We're asking anyone with information that could help investigators identify the suspect, or any information that could help investigators locate the suspect, to please contact Troop A in Southbury. Again, calls can be made anonymously. The contact number to Troop A in Southbury is 203-267-2240. Again, that contact number is 203-267-2240. And again, please understand that we're at the infancy stages of this investigation. There's not a lot of information beyond what I just provided, but I'll try to do my best to answer any questions that you guys may have.
Was someone shot in a car, in a moving car on the highway?
Again, the details of the shooting are extremely vague at this point, but we do know that an individual was shot. This individual was located inside of a vehicle and has since been transported to an area hospital as a result of those injuries.
Was there a bullet hole in the car to indicate that they were in the car at the time?
That's something that investigators are still working to determine.
Car, like off the highway, like on the highway, off the highway, in a crash?
Based on the information that I have, it appears that this incident occurred in the area of Interstate 84, westbound, right at the exit 26 area.
Do you know where the gunshot wound was on the person?
That's not information I'd be able to provide at this moment.
And what happened on the highway that linked the search at Rogers Orchard? All of that is connected?
Correct. The incident that transpired on the highway is definitely connected to our search efforts. Again, we're asking anyone who is in the area just to remain vigilant. There's not a need to panic at this point, but if you do see anyone out of the ordinary, please do not hesitate to contact 911. If you see anything suspicious, again, please do not hesitate to contact 911. For anyone who has information that would aid investigators in determining the exact identity of the suspect, we're asking you to contact Troop A in Southbury. And again, that contact number is 203-267-2240. The only description that we have at this point that I can provide is that the suspect is believed to be an adult male.
Is there one suspect at this time? Do you think there's
At this point, one suspect that we are currently and actively looking for.
And has this person related at all to the search for the suspect in Hartford?
Excuse me?
Is this related at all? Is there any connection with the search for a suspect in Hartford?
Not that I know of.
Is there a reason why they're searching specifically in the area of Rogers Orchard?
Based on the information that we were able to gather at the very early stages of the investigation, that's where our search efforts led us to really focus in on.
Do you expect to search elsewhere after that? Or?
We'll have to see where the investigation takes us, but at this point, that's going to be our primary focus. That's going to be where you're bound to see, again, a great deal of police presence, a heavy police presence in the area. So we're just reminding our viewers at home, do not be alarmed. Try to avoid the area if at all possible. But again, if you do see anything suspicious, anything out of the ordinary, do not hesitate to contact 911. And again, contact Troop A if you have any information that could lead investigators to identifying the suspect. Again, that contact number to Troop A is 203-267-2240.
Have you gotten any update from the crew or the teams at Rogers Orchard? I know the helicopter was up earlier. Looked like it was hovering over an orchard. Have you heard anything about that?
There's been no updates since the last update that we put out. But again, we're going to be combing through the area. We've deployed all of our available resources to the area, to include our K9 units, drone operators, and again, as you mentioned, helicopters were out earlier. Again, we're going to be doing everything in our power, everything in our search efforts to identify the suspected individual responsible for this shooting.
Do you know if the victim was responsive when crews arrived?
Again, in terms of updates to the victim's condition, that's not something I have at this moment.
The information that we were gathering was that the suspect took off on foot from that location on 84. Can you elaborate on that at all?
Based on the information that we have, it does sound like the suspect took off on foot, which is why you see such a heavy police presence in that area. Again, K9 units were deployed to the scene to conduct tracks in hopes of being able to locate that suspect. Again, which is why our viewers at home are going to be seeing such a heavy police presence, specifically in that area.
So we saw some kind of remains of what might have transpired there this morning, you know, a tire on the highway. Is there indication that the suspect and the victim were in a car together, or were there multiple cars involved?
No indication at this point. Again, it's something that investigators are going to be working to piece together, the exact facts and circumstances that led up to this particular shooting. But we're asking anyone at home with any information that could help investigators, please do not hesitate to contact 911 to make that information known. I'll take one or two questions.
Describe the area where you folks are now searching, from where to where, so people can be on the lookout.
I don't have that information in front of me right at this moment. One more question?
Anything we missed?
I think we covered everything at this point. Again, we will be working to provide updates throughout the day. Again, once we have anything to provide, we'll definitely be sure to do so and disseminate that information accordingly.
Targeted attack?
Again, we're still working to determine that information as well. All right? Thank you guys so much.